Okay, for my second whiskey tonight, or this week, I have here something that I've been wanting to try for a long time. It is the Redbreast Single Pot Still Irish Whiskey Lustau Edition. Now, I was able to pick this up at the BC Liquor Store Premium Spirits release on the 2nd of November 2019. It's got a bit of dust on it because it's been under my bar since then. And we're already into July, so, 8 months or so. But finally, I get to try the Lustau edition of Redbreast. Some have said that it's sweeter than other Redbreasts, and maybe not their favorite. I will give it a shot. I will try it. To me, this is new. First, I will open the bottle, pour a dram, and then I'll read what's on the box and on the bottle and let you know what it says on there. Then I will nose it, and I will taste it. I'll let you know what I got. First impressions count, of course. That was decent. I believe in all my excitement, I forgot to do this part. I was just so into the flavor and the nosing and everything about this whiskey that I forgot to tell you how much it costs. So we're talking about the Redbreast Lustau Irish whiskey. That one here was $94.99. Okay, so that means it was $9.50 for BC liquor tax, and it would be $4.75, I believe. Yeah, $4.75 plus 10 cents bottle deposit. I think that comes out to $119.24 out the door, something like that. It makes all the right sounds. Before I start nosing, let's see what it says, well, on the bottle. Okay. Redbreast Single Pot Still Irish Whiskey. Waves of soft ripe fruit and roasted almond with fresh Spanish oak and sherry richness. Sherry finish. Matured in the finest hand-selected sherry casks, product of Ireland. It says a bunch of stuff on the side here. Oh. Highly awarded and critically acclaimed Redbreast Lustau Edition is a single pot still Irish whiskey born of a unique collaboration with the world-renowned winemakers at Bodegas Lustau and comprising exclusively of the pot still whiskeys enhanced by the finest Oloroso sherry butts. And here it says something else. With a steadfast spirit, Redbreast has proudly carried on the tradition of single pot still Irish whiskey since 1912 and is celebrated as the definitive expression of this uniquely Irish style of whiskey. 750 mils, 46% alcohol by volume. There's a bunch of fine print here. Oh, nose, taste, and finish. Okay. Imported by Pernod Ricard, USA, New York, New York. So this thing came through the States to get to Canada. An uncompromising dedication to quality and to the inquiring tradition of Irish pot still whiskey is the hallmark of Redbreast. Okay. Does it say anything different on the box? We gotta know these things. A warm intake of dark fruits, prunes, and figs. Okay, tasting notes. Fine. On the back. Oh, there's a lot of marketing flannel going on here. The robin redbreast is the only bird which sings continuously throughout the dark Irish winters and is one of the very few small birds that choose to winter in Ireland. It is this enduring spirit which inspires its namesake, Redbreast Irish whiskey. Redbreast is regarded by many as the definitive expression of single pot still Irish whiskey. When the world demanded lighter, more accessible whiskey styles, Redbreast stood steadfast in its belief of the tradition and significance of this style of whiskey, and for the past century has remained the standard bearer for single pot still Irish whiskey. A unique collaboration between the bodegas Lustau and the Middleton Distillery. Redbreast Lustau edition is made from a mash of malted and unmalted barley, and then triple distilled in copper pot stills, having spent its final maturation journey in casks seasoned with the finest Oloroso sherry in the Bodega Lustau. The result is the ultimate sherry style of Redbreast. Tasting, nosing, tasting, and finishing. Okay. Single pot Irish whiskey. Unique to Ireland. Regarded as the quintessential style of Irish whiskey. Safeguarded and nurtured under the watchful eye of the Middleton Distillery for almost 200 years. Single pot still Irish whiskey is made from a mash of malted and unmalted barley, then triple distilled, and so on, and so on, and so on, and so on. And imported by Pernod Ricard, New York, New York. Well, here we go. You don't just get this on the shelves here in British Columbia anytime. It has to be a special release. I was just looking at the summer release list, and it will be available in the summer release as well. It's a funny thing about the summer release. I'm doing this here from the 3rd of July, and where it said, I even have the brochure for the summer release. Here it is. By the time you see this video, this will be history, because I'm recording a couple weeks in advance. I wanted to pre-order, and where it says online and where it says to pre-order, click here to pre-order. So I clicked there, and it just said promotion not available. So that's a joke. I might not get some of the whiskeys that I want to try, like the Ardbeg Wee Beastie and the Glenmorangie Cadwall Estate. There's a few others that I'd be interested in getting, and they're only a part of this this summer release from British Columbia liquor stores. So I'm getting dark fruits. Dark fruits, figs, dates. Plums, maybe a little. I'm getting, it's kind of dry on the nose. Like a very dry red wine. But what do I know about red wine? There's a freshness about it. I'm getting dark, ripe fruits, but not dried fruits so much. Dark, ripe, fresh fruits. I think what's making it fresh is that note from the unmalted barley. It smells delicious. I could keep nosing this for a good long time. Now let's see what kind of legs we got. Oh, thick and viscous, slowly coming down, hanging on to the sides. Look at those long, thin legs. And secondaries just taking their sweet time to form. There's a ridge on the top. You see that ridge there? That ridge is just staying there. Oh, this is going to be viscous. Ah, it smells amazing. I'm going to give it a taste. Because I could go on for another 15 minutes just nosing this. And finding the complexities of the dark, ripe, fresh fruits. Wow. While it is quite a bit sweet, especially on the finish, the Oloroso sherry beautifully complements the triple distilled, pot still, malted and unmalted barley distillate. It coats the mouth with that dark, rich, thick fruitiness. Oh, coats the teeth even. Nice. And look at this. Look at these things hanging on here. I don't know if you can see that. But the secondaries are only now starting to come down. Look at that ridge there. They're just starting to come down. There. Look at those drops right there. Look at those fat drops just sticking to the side of the glass. Secondaries that hang on forever. Wow. Have a second sip. Rich and fruity. Yes, it is sweet. But the fruitiness coats the mouth all over and adds a dryness to the entire experience. And that dry finish coating the entire mouth. Dry finish just hangs on. Hangs on. It hangs on a while. Let me add some water to it. See what that does. That's quite enough. On the nose, the fruits are getting lighter. They're not quite so dark. I'm getting some berries here. I'm getting a little more graininess than I was getting before, probably from the unmalted barley. And instead of getting like figs and dates, I'm getting a little bit of berries coming in. Things like blackberries and poison berries and Marion berries, you know. Not quite raspberries, it's darker berries than that. Nice. Oh. Oh, this is delicious. The how can I describe that? The winey notes that are imparted by the Oloroso sherry are much more vibrant, exuberant after the addition of some water. But while being exuberant, the finish is not as long as it was before I added water. I'm getting a very interesting note of plasticine on the nose. Not unpleasantly so. I think it is a combination of the unmalted barley in the mash and the berry notes that came out with the addition of water from the Oloroso maturation. Yeah, it is a bit sweeter than other Redbreasts, but it is really nice, really delicious. The Middleton Distillery has done a fantastic job of putting this together. And the finish lasts. My mouth is coated with berries and sweet berries. Sweet berries and sweet wine. And it just hangs on and hangs on. Dryness, it's a dry coating of the mouth that just hangs on. It hangs on just like those secondaries did. Hangs on and hangs on. Oh, I'm still tasting it. I'm still tasting it. I'm still enjoying it. This is one very fine whiskey. Very fine indeed. Slachava.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.